Brilliant, Sam. This roach is pure dynamite.
He solved the manual override even faster than you did.
Yeah, well, I did it first.
There you go, Sam. I took care of those arms like you wanted. Now just get over to Battery Park and you can...
Sal, are you okay, buddy?
Looks like this is the end of my ride after all. Hey, Sam?
But I thought roaches were immune to radiation.
Nah, that's just a urban legend. But I figured that if a bunch of people need something, then that kind of weighs more than just one newly single deadbeat cockroach, you know?
That's beautiful, Sal. I'll edit it down a little before it goes into your biography.
Now get over to that power plant and save the...
Get over to that power plant and save the what, Sal? What? We need to know!
Sam, it looks like you're writing a letter. Would you like help?
What?
I mean, it looks like you're trying to control Max. Is that right?
We're going in.
All right, team. We've only got a few hours left to save Max. Let's do this.
We have the full control of the arms. Go!
Then we're off to Battery Park. Activate feet and legs.
Still active. Go!
Activate hands and arms. Max Rescue Team, go! All right, team, we're going in.
Strutting sequence engaged. Let's do this with some style, people.
Beginning electrocution sequence.
It's for your own good, not so little buddy.
Did it work?
Only one way to find out.
That jolt should have been enough to short out Max's psychic powers. I'm going in.
Not so fast, my friends. Have you solved the mystery? I'll give you one more moment to check your work. Well, the clues to our villain's identity have been laid before you since the moment our story began. Have you figured it out yet? Is it Monsieur Paperweight and his hideous counterpart, Dr. Norrington, refugees from a dimension of pure evil? Or General Skunkape, driven mad by his insatiable lust for the toys of power? Sybil Pandemic, with her... Do you mind? I'm trying to... Oh, now you've just ruined it.
Oh, sorry, but what are you doing inside Max's brain?
Inside Max's brain? My dear Sam, I am Max's brain.
Max's brain is a monochromatic fey British gentleman?
Not the entire brain, perhaps. Just the part that matters. I believe that Freud called it the superego, but I'd hate to sound boastful.
Are you the cause of Max's psychic powers?
No. The gift was within Max from the beginning. A gift of incalculable power.
It was just shape-shifting and some teleportation. Pretty common stuff, really.
In all the universe, the only power beyond the mind's comprehension is the power of the mind. And how did Max use that power? To explore the mysteries of the infinite? No, to put the smackdown on a host of petty criminals. Such a disappointment. A disappointment that will have to be corrected.
I didn't think Max had a superego.
Yes, well, you're fat. it would seem that neither of us get the respect or attention we deserve.
Well, you don't have to be a jerk about it.
Forgive me, I'm lashing out. But you, of all people, should be able to understand my frustration after years of being partnered with a creature driven by pure id. I always tried to encourage his appreciation of the finer things. Literature, theater, beatboxing. I was always ignored.
So what's your plan, Brain? To take over the world? Because this world's not going down without a fight.
Take over the world? Why would I want to do that? To prolong my suffering with an endless parade of armpit farts and locker room giggles? No, Sam. I want nothing more than to let it all end. And a psychic explosion that takes out most of the northeastern United States seems a particularly spectacular way to go.
So you're going to destroy the city just because you're upset Max isn't more highbrow?
Sam. They say that idle hands are the devil's playthings, but there is something far, far worse. An idle mind is the devil's playhouse, a stage for the most vapid, horrible, and destructive stories to be made real.
Deep. And curiously insulting.
Didn't think I'd be able to work the title in, did you?
So you were the one using those psychic powers against me?
An unavoidable but entertaining necessity, I'm afraid. We couldn't have you wandering around Max's mind until the buildup of psychic energy had reached a tipping point, now could we?
Maybe?
It was a rhetorical question.
It sounds like you're just rationalizing away every evil decision you make just to convince yourself it's right.
Yeah, superego. That's pretty much what I do.
You're lying!
Oh, very well. I suppose you've forced me to come clean. Sam, I am actually an agent of a much higher power, appearing only to you and Max to guide you in times of crisis. I believe you mortals would refer to me as an angel.
Wait, really?
Of course not. That would be stupid. I am the manifestation of the superego of a psychic rabbit detective mutated into a gigantic beast by a toy box filled with powerful toys from another dimension. Sometimes the simplest answer is the correct one.
Okay, here's how it's gonna go down. I'm gonna turn off the power. Sybil and Norrington are gonna cut out that tumor, and then you're gonna help us get Max back to normal.
Sam, I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Max's power has reached critical levels, and it's only a matter of time until his brain catches fire and explodes, taking most of the eastern United States with it.
Then we'll use his psychic powers.
But how? The toys were all destroyed. All that is left is Max's memories of them. Most of which were destroyed by a sudden jolt of electricity. Oh dear, did you do that? How ironic.
You said most of the powers were destroyed?
Well, there's the astral projector, for all the good that will do you.
It's that astral projection toy we found in our basement.
No, please. You mustn't use Max's psychic powers. It will only speed up our destruction.
Just try and stop me. After you explain to me how it works.
Max in his current form is a bit more simple than he used to be. The projector will only take slides now.
Looks like a scrapbook. Precious memories. Aw, that's awful cute. Giant Max is even more empty-headed than the regular version.
Astral projection requires there to be a suitable host body on the other end. You can only project into a version of yourself.
Like my great-grandfather?
Exactly. Or
one of the me clones. But all of the clones were quarantined to the reservations on Staten Island.
oh, there are still a few strays here and there.
Superego.
Well, I don't like to brag, but I am pretty rad.
Good build. Imaginary mahogany. This must be that medulla oblongata everybody's been talking about. That ought to do it. Now Sybil and Norrington can get started on that brain surgery.
Great job, Sam. Just a few quick slices, and then we can get both of these mothers out of Max's brain.
Wait!
Now what's the problem?
It appears that Max's tumor has become infected with dark matter.
But you can make it better, right? I need Max to wobble by my side as we crash land into the mysteries of the universe and chortle merrily at reality's deepest secrets.
No earthly tools can remove dark matter. Believe me, I've tried.
Destroy dark matter. I know, that toy robot I found.
But I thought you guys said that all those psychic toys were destroyed.
Destroyed? Nonsense! I can still sense that blasted thing. Somewhere in the city.
Someone must have retrieved the toy from the Statue of Liberty and reassembled it.
And I think I know exactly who. Our old favorite psychic toy collector, Harry Moleman.
You mean General Skunkape, right?
Oh yeah, Skunk Ape. He probably has the robot, doesn't he? I should go find him. To get the robot. Skunk Ape. Yeah.
Sam, Max is acting crazy again. Are you trying to control him?
Roger that, Mama Bosco.
Let's go out on the town and make some new memories for your short-term memory book, Max. Think, Max. Remember back when we were trapped on board Skunk Ape's spaceship? You remember Mama Bosco's lab, don't you, Max?
Sam, you appear to be trying to run a program you downloaded off the internet. Did you mean to do that? Or would you like to keep controlling Max?
I need some me time for a while.
Maybe some clone stragglers are still hanging around Mama Bosco's lab. What a stroke of luck. There is a clone hanging around the lab. And the poor guy's injured. This must be one of the clones Max was gnawing on last week. It's just as well, since there's not much for me to do around here anyway. You'd think with this many screens, there'd be one that could tell me where that toy robot is. I can't squeeze through there with this cone on, and there's no way to get it off. Hey, President Super Bowl! It's me, Sam!
Oh great. I'm so racked with guilt that now I'm hearing things.
You're not hearing things. I'm astrally projecting into a clone body after talking to Max's superego inside his brain.
Keep it together, Super Bowl. Sam will be able to save the day. He always does.
I'd better not bother him. He's taking this whole having to blow up Max thing pretty hard. Mama Bosco, can you...
Not now, clone. I'm busy here.